Hey guys, I'm Numskull, and I have a different kind of video than I've done before, so far anyway. Over the past couple weeks, I've been playing and practicing, trying to get better, and at first I wanted to make videos of everything that I did. Every game that I played in Fortnite, I wanted to make videos, but I realized after 3 or 4 videos that, I just needed a lot of practice. I needed to get through a lot of games and get practicing before I started making videos where, I could get first and stuff like that. And I've been playing Fortnite for 2 weeks now, maybe. 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Anyway. And so I've been recording a lot of games, but I haven't always been putting the video and commentary on it. And so I went through a bunch of games that I had and took out some, maybe a decent snipe shot or a kill of some sort or something like that. I think in this video I'll show when I got second place, and it really should have been first place, but I killed myself. And then at the end of the video I'll show the first time that I got first place or number 1 or whatever in Fortnite. So I hope that this is gonna work out correctly. Trying to get some type of audio put on here, some commentary. So this first video was, I think, one of the first times that I had changed my hotkeys for building forts. So you can see at the bottom XCV. And when I first did it, it really threw me off because I had first started playing with the the function buttons, function 1 through 5 for those. But it was just too much. It was too much to reach all the way up there while I'm moving around and trying to move and maybe even shoot and build fort at the same time. It was just too much. They were too far away from my fingers. So I thought maybe putting them right below S and D, X, C, and V for the wall, the platform, and the stairs might be better. And now it feels perfect. I really like how it feels now and how the play goes. But you'll probably see a little bit in this clip how I was still quite a bit like a noob trying to get my forts built. I remember in this one I had heard some stuff going on outside, and I was like, oh man, I better go out there and figure out what the heck is going on, because somebody's killing somebody and then they might come and kill me. But I never really like to drop into fatal fields or into the other one that's on the other side of the map, whatever it's called. There's just not as much opportunity for loot, but it's not a terrible place, and not a whole lot of people go there, so I don't mind checking it out every now and again. I used to have this really bad habit of drinking my what are they, the large potions, whatever, the ones that give you 50 shield, drinking those and then trying to drink the little shield potions, but I figured out pretty quickly I need to, and like that right there where I just let some small shield potions go and I have some band-aids. I should have grabbed the small shield potions. Well, you learn. Oh, I went back for him. Oh, good me. I did. Yay. I heard that shotgun shooting from the barn and I was like, oh, there's somebody. And then you see him right there running across the top, which is yay. And I grabbed that chest first, which ended up working really well because that green rifle, but when I come back out, he happens to come out right at the same time. And my terrible shooting. I normally don't waste ammo on people's forts, especially at the beginning, just because ammo's so scarce. But I was like, I might as well just take a shot at him, and happened to tag him in the face. That was just a lucky shot. I just happened to throw a shot at his head and hope for the best. This one is a little bit different because I came up on somebody who was fighting somebody else, I believe, if this is the one. Yeah. I was like, oh, they don't see me. But I heard the ricochets and I was like, is he shooting at me? But went back over to her. And of course, she's just sitting right there. I thought originally it was a headshot, but I'm pretty sure 105 must be a body shot. So I must have hit her in the shoulder. Oh, this one was kind of funny. I just thought the way that and now these are terrible shots. Look how bad I am. I mean, I see this guy out here, and for some reason, he must have seen me. Right then, he must have seen me because I thought I was leading him a little bit, but then he immediately crouches and shoots at me and then starts coming at me pretty hard. But I have a lot of really terrible shots. There's a bad one. I'm still a pretty big noob. Oh, I think this game is actually the game that I bought the battle pass or something like that. This was one of the first ones when I had the battle pass, so I was looking like a moon man. I definitely did have a better position on this guy, though. Man, look at those terrible shots. I'm not even close. It was funny, though, because this guy was building all the way up, and then as he falls, I just like how his body goes limp in midair. That was just a lucky shot, too. I mean, it's kind of RNG with the spread of the gun, and just happened to tag him when he was going down. So I saw these forts being built over on this side, and when I was first starting to play, I was getting a little too aggressive and like running out in the middle of maps and chasing people down, and like I just didn't feel super confident in my ability to actually kill him, so I die a lot. So I started playing a lot more conservatively, sneaking around a little bit more. When I hear something, kind of sitting tight, not engaging. But as you can see, there's only 6 people left, and 6 people left, and I've only killed 2 of them. So I thought sitting out in the open right there by that rock wasn't a good idea. And I think that the storm's actually moving in on me right here, but I'm pretty close to the side, so it's not moving too quick. But the perch on the house, I knew that this guy was shooting down, and he just happened to pop his head up, give me just enough time to tag him right in the back of the head. That was probably my first snipe that I was like, yeah, I got him. I think this is the same game, but later. Like I said, I was sneaking around a lot. No, this might be the next game. Whatever. Sneaking around a lot. So 3 people left, and I've only killed 2 people, so you know I haven't seen a lot of people this game. But I was stuck behind this tree, and I knew that one guy was up there building, and I thought maybe the other guy was coming up from beside me, but I saw him launch out of his base, and I was like, oh crud, he's coming for me. But he was just looking for a place to build where his fort would be in. So I threw at fort because I thought he was coming for me. It just turns out he was looking for a different spot. But while he was building, I don't know if he didn't see me building fort, and I had a little cover on the tree. So I thought that, I look so dumb when I'm spinning around. I thought maybe I'd just look at him, but he saw me. He must have saw me because he took a shot at me right there, but missed. And I tagged him. I felt pretty good about that one too. Even though it's not even that special of a shot. am still a noob and was definitely a noob. Now this part I might skip ahead a little bit, but this part I didn't know where the last person was. I thought maybe they were in some of these forts or something, but I never heard anybody walking around. And so I was a little bit worried, and definitely my heart was racing because I think this is one of the first times that I had gotten to top 3 maybe, or at least top 2. I hadn't done too well until these later games, but especially this one. And just so you know, I feel like the best thing to have toward the end of the game is obviously the rocket launcher or some type of grenade launcher, something to take down people's forts. You gotta have it toward the end of the game. Unless you have a boatload of ammo, having the minigun, having the rocket launcher, or having the grenade launcher is a must, just so you can just start chewing through people's materials to build forts. Otherwise, you just get stuck. And I happen to have a ton of materials right here. I don't even know why. I should have stuck around for this. I don't know if I stuck around for that. Oh, no, wait, I did. I think I grabbed that little... what are the care packages that come down? Let's see if I did. Because I know I got my hands on a grenade launcher at some point. At least I thought I did. I think I got it from the care package. Yeah, there it is. Which wasn't bad, and I was super happy to have whatever at this point. I should have spent a little bit more time looking on the ground for somebody, but that was the shot that someone took at me, but I didn't know where it was coming from, so I got scared as a noob. I mean, my heart's been racing for like how long at this point? I don't know. and I wasn't sure where they had shot me from, so your next instinct is just to build a massive fort. But for everybody who isn't really comfortable building forts, I highly encourage you to just go in a game, get a bunch of wood in like drop in a forest, dig up a bunch of wood, make sure nobody's around, and just practice. Practice putting down 4 walls, which is pretty much what I was doing here. I just needed the practice of building a big fort, because you know at the very end game, everybody's got this massive fort up in the sky. And I mean, you try your best to make sure that you got a solid foundation, so it's not just, you know, 4 walls and maybe you have like the 4 walls and then you have maybe stairs or a ramp or whatever as your foundation, and that's not enough. It's not enough to build that. And I actually happen to connect to a couple different little bases down below, so this is probably the first time that I actually built a solid sized fort. And I thought right here, I was like thinking to myself, oh man, I got such a huge fort and I'm so high in the sky, oh look at me. And this is like nothing. I'm like maybe 4 or 5 panels high. Look at the bounces all over the place. I mean, it wasn't doing anything, which is why the rocket launcher is so nice. Gotta have that rocket launcher. So this is like the first time I'm actually building like a big fort, and I thought I was so cool. Yeah. I'm one of the good players. I got a big fort. Like it even matters. I was also a little bit worried, and this is something that you got to consider too, is how easy is it for someone else to either take your fort down or to just build a ramp up to it. Obviously, the higher your fort, the harder it is, or at least the more sketchy it is for people to build a ramp, because you know, once you're 6, 7, 8 panels in the sky and somebody shoots it down, like that's a far drop, and you could die from it. As you can see though, the eye of the storm was coming in on me. And I for sure thought I was going to get first place on this one, not to spoil it, but I've already spoiled it. Like I'm just building randomly. It's like, it's just throwing down stuff everywhere. I thought I had such a cool fort. I'm trying to drop some into the tree. I don't know where they are. I thought that they were going to be sitting in the tree just for the sake of cover. Seeing me put up a big fort and sitting in the tree. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but every now and again while you're playing, there'll just be like some stuttering lag. Right here. Do you see that? I was getting close to the edge, and then all of a sudden I'm falling to my death, and this person's just sitting down there. Just sitting down there, waiting. I just... Oh, man. I can't lie, I was a little sad when that happened. But, you know, it's whatever. It ain't that big of a deal, is it? This was the beginning of the game that I got first. The first time I got first. And I got like 5 kills. I think this was the first kill that I got out of that final game. Yeah. This is the first one. The girl just runs out of the front of this building, and I feel bad. Sometimes I feel bad, but it's like she didn't even... Oh, she took a shot there. She took one shot and then let it go. But whatever. And this is the second kill. Watch how I'm still a noob at this point. I mean, I'm a noob right now, but I'm even more noob. At this point, I'm like, just putting stuff, and then eventually I bail on it and just go to the top. And find this guy hanging out at the top. I chewed a lot through his base and thought I might get him with the shotgun. I don't know why he wasn't, why he didn't just come at me. But I put him down and dropped some of his stuff down. I think it was just a pistol. Yeah, it looks like a silenced pistol. Good. Not a big deal. Oh yeah, when I found the rock, I think that was like one of the first rocket launchers I found, and I thought it was the coolest that I got it out of a chest. I mean, I killed a few people here and there to get rocket launchers, but I never really found it myself. You can see that person running up right behind the rail. This is kind of a cheap shot, just because, I mean, boom, right underneath him, and I know that hurt him bad. I mean, they only took one hit to die off after that, but whatever. It's not the first time someone's dropped a rocket right next to my feet. Oh, so, you know, this one was, my heart was pounding this whole time. So you can see that big fort right by the tree, there was a guy up in it, and he was shooting at people all the time, and I was scared that he would see me. That's why I'm watching him. So this is right outside of Loot Lake down at the waterfall. And I was chilling down here for like 3 or 4 minutes, hoping that this guy would take off so I could get up to the circle. And as you can hear, there's a bunch of fire, a bunch of just gunfire coming from the left side of where I am, and right behind me. And so I'm like, oh man, at any moment somebody's just gonna drop down on me and kill me. And I was just waiting for it, but this guy comes hopping out of nowhere. So I drop him first. Poor guy didn't have any shield. And I was like, oh man, that guy in the tower is gonna see me, so I wonder if I should start moving underneath there. Also, you know, loot up some stuff. Guy didn't have too much, but I was just worried that people are gonna see me, so him especially, and I was moving just to get a better spot in case somebody did hear me. Yeah, see? He's up there. But for some reason, he didn't see me. I'm in a pretty conspicuous spot, so it's not like it would be difficult to spot me down there, but maybe he wasn't worried about it. Look at that. Someone got sniped. 206 meters. That's pretty solid snipe. Yeah, that's the guy I saw up there, too. And I thought he was coming my way. I thought maybe I should run over there and tag him, too, but actually, I think he's the one I eventually kill, because if this is the one I'm remembering, a care package comes down, and I bait him. I bait him to it. I wait till he gets close. Let's see if this is the one. There's a couple games where I got stuck down here. Yeah, I was really worried about this guy coming down on me. And this dude over in the tower, that tree happened to be right in the perfect spot. Or at least he built right in the right spot so that the tree gave me a little bit of cover. I guess I could say that instead. Yep, there's the flare for the care package coming down. Which is kind of dirty, I know. But I'm a noob, and I'm scared at this point. So I'm kind of in survival mode. Trying not to die. 10 people left, and I've killed 4 so far. Which isn't... It's not bad. I mean, for me at this point, and even now, I mean 4, 5, 6 kills, that's not a terrible game for me. I know some people are like, oh, I kill 15 people a game, and I've only been playing a couple weeks, so I'm not there yet. But I'm sneaking my way, because I actually wanted to get the care package when it dropped. That's why I was trying to get a little closer. I thought maybe back here would be a good spot to hide, but as you can see, I keep looking back that way, because that guy that I think he had the dark armor skin. I can't even get over the rock. And I was like, oh gosh, this is a perfect spot. So of course, Mr. Black Armor. I think I can hear him coming. Maybe not. I know he's booking it down this hill. And I happen to be right in the circle too, so I don't even think I was paying attention to that. That was just happened to be luck. Yeah, here he comes. He's coming, he's like, oh yeah, oh sweet. A free crate just for me. Yeah. Here's what I think of your crate, bro. That was a really lucky rocket that he happened to be up on top of there. And I was like, for sure the guy up in the fort heard that. But I needed some time to heal up, so wasn't too bad. And I actually the next part where I end up moving after this, going up the side of the mountain, was like it was like my first time finally using platforms to get up somewhere and building quickly. For some reason, I was really dumb and didn't even grab the legendary one. Did you see that? I dropped that one for the rare one. Yeah, I just, you know, Numskull. That's what I am. So this is like the first time that I was actually like, oh wow, I'm actually building up somewhere and running away from people. Or getting away up the side of the mountain. I think I took a shot. Someone took a shot at me up here at some point. Yeah, right there. I was like, oh no, help me. But this is like the first time, it gave me a little practice running up. I know it's not, obviously, it's not difficult to build ramps to get over hills. But when you don't do it very often, and the placement at first is kind of weird because you can put one here and one here, but then you can put one off here and then, you know, like a sideways one. And I just felt like I wasn't a super terrible noob anymore, being able to navigate the hills with these. Now for this actual first place, it was all really lucky. I'm not gonna say that I was their skill at all, because this guy right here was taking shots at me. And he almost got murdered right there. See, someone else was dropping it on him too. Now that was relatively lucky too, just because that rocket came in right next to me and didn't do any damage. Look at that, 30 rockets. You know you're in a good spot when you have 30 rockets. 5 people left, and I've killed 6, so this is easily my highest scoring game to this point. Yeah, that guy's hurting me, man. He's hurting me bad. But something happens right here, and I don't remember exactly what, but the guy was coming at me, and I was for sure he was going to kill me. See how bad I am still at putting up fort? I thought for sure he was coming for me, but he must have stopped and decided to... See, he went a different way. Somebody went up that ramp. I guess it was just to go and kill somebody else. But I thought for sure that guy, he and I were going to square off. But I think he went to get some higher ground. That's what he probably did, because he's already gone. And then there's this guy, which I'm not sure if these were the same dudes, but I definitely tagged that dude a couple times, and he was hurting heading over to that other fight. See? Super lucky shot. Super lucky shot when he was coming over there. There's this person too. Obviously not good with the rocket launcher. Big hit when they were heading into their fort, or heading in to build a fort anyway. Yeah, that last shot right over the top of the fort he had jumped into was super, super lucky. No doubt. I didn't realize this, but I have like no materials left at this point. I mean, I got rockets galore. Too many rockets. So that person bailed too. I forgot about that. I wasn't sure where they went. I'm still building fort for no reason and have none left. So I locked myself in here and I was like, oh great. That's the noob in me. Oh, locking myself in my own fort while it's building up. Yeah, 3 people left, 7 kills, and my heart is pounding. Super bad at this point. Because I don't know where that person went. And the storm's coming in. Storm's right behind me. I thought maybe they went up. But I didn't hear anything in there. And obviously didn't see him below right there. I checked. I was waiting for somebody to make a noise up there, but didn't hear anything. Didn't see anybody. But I heard that, and I was like, oh, they're down here. Took a shot at him. He just killed that person that went down. Just killed him. And so I've got the high ground. Yeah, that's that person right below him. He killed them. And I wasn't sure where this guy went, so I'm just kind of... I just fire this rocket randomly. Boom. Oh man, I was losing my mind right here. Losing my mind. So I couldn't believe I got #1. Well, anyway, guys, that's kind of my little compilation anyway. I've got some more videos coming, some more first place videos coming. I've actually gotten first place probably half dozen times now. And I've got like 4, 5 videos that I'll be working on in the next week or 2. Just to show my first place videos. So thanks guys, thanks for joining me, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later.